Hello and welcome everyone. Let's continue with the very first session of IBPS AFO interviews. Talking about IBPS AFO interviews, before that, everyone is knowing that the vacancy has been increased. Reported vacancies was 350, but now the vacancy is increased because if you'll see or if you look around, so almost 60 to 70% students are saying that they have qualified the mains examination. I'm not knowing about the number of vacancy. What is the number of vacancy exactly? But let me assure you, if you will practice perfectly, these 20 marks or this interview can be the reason of your selection. So make sure if you want to become the winner, so adapt the winning strategy. And what is that? There is a quote says, winners don't wait, they practice. So if you want to be winner, so make sure to practice a lot. Make sure to improve your communication skills and practice as much as you can. And I am here to guide you for all those steps which you need to follow to ace IBPS AFO interview. Okay, let's continue with the very first session of interview. And before I start this wonderful interview session, let me give you one announcement. I am going to conduct this session in English, but yes, our interview course is also available in bilingual medium as well. So we have two interview courses right now. One is in bilingual, where we will be explaining in Hindi. So those who cannot understand English, they can choose our bilingual interview course, and we have separate course for our English medium student. That means all the session related to Kisan credit card, current affairs, banking awareness, general guidance, communication mastery, everything will be conducted in English as well. And mock interview, again, there will be two languages. Either you can opt for bilingual or you can opt for English language. And we will also make some arrangement for a regional language as well. Like people from Telangana appearing in the interview, they will be speaking Telugu. So we will make sure that we have someone in the panel who is conducting interview in the Telugu as well. Okay, that's sufficient for now. Let's continue with the session. IBPS AFO interview. So before I start this interview session, let me tell you what we are going to cover in today's session. So first of all, I will talk about interview. What is interview exactly? Because before you start preparing, you should know what is the meaning of interview. After that, we will discuss about why the interview is important. Everybody know that now the final cutoff or final score which will be released by IBPS for the final selection will be having cutoff out of 100, and out of 100, 80 marks will come from your main score and 20 marks will come from interview score. So if you are worried that sir, I am scoring 30, 32, 28, will I be selected? So in this scenario, what you can do, you can practice a lot so that you can create a margin of 3 to 4 marks with your potential competitor. So suppose if your competitor is scoring 14 to 15 marks, yes, of course, someone who is a good student, they will be securing this marks. And if you are able to secure 17 to 18 marks, so that means you can easily generate the difference of 3 to 4 marks, and these 3 to 4 marks can be very important to ensure your selection. So secondly, we'll discuss about why interview is important. Third, weightage in the final selection. So weightage is 20 marks or 20%. Then next we'll discuss about how to present yourself effectively. Yes, that is very important. If you are going for interview, you should know how to represent yourself, and in the end we will discuss common mistake to avoid. Generally, there are some reason or there are some factor that student, as I mentioned, that out of 20, a good student can score 14 to 15 marks. But I can give you so many examples where people are scoring 10 to 13 marks. But why? If they are asking 10 to 12 questions, so based on those 10 to 12 questions asked in the interview, how they can judge yourself, how they can judge you, and they are giving you 10 to 13 marks or 14 to 15 marks because they have experience. With those 10 to 12 questions, they will understand what kind of personality you are, how much confident you are, how much confidence you are having, or what is your attitude and how you will be able to handle the situation. So there will be so many rounds in the interview. So I will let you know what are the common mistakes you should avoid in the interview. So let's start with the session. And as we discussed that, first of all, I will tell you what is the meaning of interview. Guys, if you want to know the meaning of interview, just do one thing. Break this word into two parts. Interview. One word is inter, second word is view. What is the meaning of inter? Inter means inside. View means vision, or you can say view means that we want to see something. So they are just trying to see in yourself. They are just trying to check what kind of person you are from inner side. Because from face, someone can be white or someone can be black, but face is not important. Important is what kind of personality you are, what kind of personal characteristics you are having, what kind of confidence, attitude you have. So in the interview, they will not be checking your knowledge, because if you are unable to answer 2 questions out of 5, so they will not deduct your marks. But yes, if you are unable to tell them that why you are unable to give the answer, in that scenario, they will be deducting your marks. So make sure knowledge is not important, because they already know that if you have qualified the mains examination, that means you are having the knowledge of agriculture. So right now at this stage, they will check your communication skills, your confidence, your attitude, your personality, and your manner. So make sure to work on everything. Yes, they will also be checking about your eye contact, because right now I am the one who is teaching you. If you see at me, so you will realize that I am maintaining eye contact with you. How I can maintain eye contact with you? I don't know where you are sitting, in which posture you are sitting, but I know if I will look at the lens of camera, that means I am maintaining eye contact with you. And eye contact is very, very important. Communication skills are very, very important. Right now you're attending this session, and if you are unable to understand my language, that means I'm not having good communication skills. And second, eye contact. If I will start delivering this session like this, hello, I am speaking the same word, I am the same person, same content I am delivering, but right now you will feel like you are disconnected with me because I'm not looking at you. See how much difference it can create. If I am looking at you, that means you are feeling connected with me. So eye contact and communication skills are the 2 pillars of interview. So interview is something where interview panel is trying to see inside you what kind of person you are. So interview is inner view, interview is inner view. And I will also tell you a formula of interview. Generally, if you'll study or if you'll see around the notes, so you will not find this kind of formula. So this is not something which is taken from any authentic source or some other books. I have created this formula based on my experience of 9 years, that what kind of mistakes students are doing in the interview and what kind of practice they should do before appearing in the final round. So what is an interview? Interview is a formal conversation. Obviously, yes. There will be interview panel and they will be asking you a few questions. So that means they are giving you, or they are talking, or they are having a formal conversation with you. So interview is a formal conversation between 2 or more people, where one party means those who are asking question. Interviewer asks question to assess the knowledge, skills, experience, or personality of the other party. Other party means who is appearing in the interview. So you will be the other party and they will be the one party. They will be asking you question. Interviewer will be asking the question. And again, make sure that doesn't matter if you are able to answer question or if you are unable to answer question, because they are not going to check your knowledge. They are going to check your attitude. That if they are asking you a question and you are unable to answer, now what will you do in that scenario? Will you be honest and say, sorry sir, I don't know the answer, but I'll try to find it out? Or you will try to give a wrong answer. So if you don't know the answer but still trying to answer it, they will deduct your marks. But if you don't know the answer and honestly you're accepting, sorry sir, I don't know the answer, but I'll try to check it out. In this scenario, they will not deduct any kind of marks because you are honest. If you don't know, then you're accepting your mistake. Sorry sir, I don't know the answer. And you are also giving the promise, I'll try to check it out. So what you will do, you will go outside and check the answer. So that means if you don't know anything, but you are having the learning ability, you are having the interest to learn new things. So that means it will give the positive impact. This answer will give a positive impact on the interview. Okay, let's move forward. Before I move forward, I need a confirmation in the chat section. Write a Y in the chat if you are able to understand what is interview. That's it, nothing else. If you are able to understand what is interview, that's it. And people who are here to ask about the cutoff, so let me tell you guys, my name is Deepak Wadhwa. I am the one who never talk about cutoff. Those who used to talk about cutoff, so they were discussing that in pre cutoff will be around 40 to 45 marks, and they are unable to qualify the pre-examination. The reason is they were expecting the cutoff will be 45 around, but cutoff was 51 actually, right? So if you want to qualify, those who are here and they do not they were not able to qualify pre-examination or mains examination, let me give you a winning strategy. Never ever talk about cutoff. If you will talk about cutoff, your mind will restrict yourself to get that score only, that much score only. That cutoff will be around 45, so you will work for 45 only. But what if cutoff will be 48? You will be unable to qualify examination. So I will suggest you, if you want to win any exam, or if you want to qualify any exam, never ever talk about cutoff. If you want to qualify, talk about the highest marks. And if you'll ask me what are the highest marks, then I can tell you what was the highest marks in IBPS AFO last year. In IBPS AFO, 48 out of 60 was the highest marks. This year scorecard is not released, but definitely I will talk about the highest marks this time also, but not cutoff. Okay. Perfect, guys. So now you are clear about the interview. What is the interview exactly? Now let's move to the second part, interview formula. So as I mentioned, this is not something from that I have taken this formula from any books, but I have written this formula, or I have described this formula based on my experience, that if you want to appear in the interview, I can divide the interview into three parts. Okay, what are those three parts? First one is questioning and answering, which will go throughout the interview. They will ask you a question, you'll be giving them the answer, and you cannot judge themselves, but you can judge your performance, or they will be judging your performance based on the answer. What kind of answer you are giving, and in what way you are giving your answer, right? So questioning plus answering will be the one part of the interview. Second, assessment of skills and personality. Yes, what they will do, they will be checking your skills as well as personality. Do you know what is the meaning of personality? Like someone was asking about the cutoff. So I mentioned that cutoff is something where I will not give any remarks, but highest marks are something where I can discuss about. So this is something which is describing my personality. You can understand what kind of person I am. In the same way, when you will speak in the front of interviewer, so they will be checking your personality, and second, based on your answer. Suppose if they will ask you what kind of crops you are growing in the Kharif season, what kind of crops you are growing in the Rabi season, or they will ask something else. So based on this, they will be checking your skills, that what kind of skills you are having in agriculture. Next part, third part will be communication plus confidence. This is also important, right? Because they will be checking your communication skills throughout the interview. When they are asking you a question and you are giving them answer, so to give them answer, what do you need? Good communication skills. So this is something you should start practicing from today. Yes, practice will make you perfect. So make sure to practice communication skills immediately after this session. Maybe you are going to take Agri Coaching Chandigarh's interview course, or maybe you are not going to take our interview course. That doesn't matter. But I will suggest you, if you want to qualify the exam or interview, make sure to practice as much as you can. Sit in the front of mirror, start asking questions and start giving the answer. Talk to yourself, what kind of person you are. Start giving your introduction. When you will see yourself in the mirror, you will see so many mistakes are there. So many mistakes are there while answering the question, and you will start improving them. So work on practice. And second most important pillar is confidence. Confidence will come with your answers, and good answers can be given with the good communication skills. So communication and confidence are the two major pillars which will ensure your selection in the interview. So this one is the most important part, because the way they are asking question, in the same way you will be giving them the answer. Like if interview is asking question in English, you should answer them in English only. And if they are speaking in the local language, you should answer them in the local language only, right? So question answering is most important part, but this question answering will be answered. This question will be answered by you by using your confidence and communication. So this communication or confidence will ensure your selection. So if I'll break the interview in three parts, so questioning, answering is the exchange of information, but at the same time, assessment of skills and personality is something where they are evaluating the candidate. Sir, why they used to evaluate the candidate? Just to check his personality, just to check his skills, and they are matching your personality and skills with the job profile, whether this guy is suitable for the job profile or not. So you should be very clear. If they are asking you what kind of strength you have, and you are telling them, sir, I am a good runner, they don't need runner, they need a hard worker, right? So maybe you are a good runner, but don't tell them this quality. Tell them those quality which are relevant to their job profile. In the upcoming session, we will also talk about the job profile as well, that what kind of work or what kind of job profile IBPS AFO is having. We will discuss about it. So here, assessment of skills and personality, because they are evaluating the candidate, that whether the candidate is suitable for that job profile or not. So suppose if they will ask you, how do you handle criticism? And you will be like, sir, criticism is something where I felt little bit angry, but I never reply to my enemy or something, whatever you want to say. Now, this is showing that you are unable to handle criticism. And bank is someone, or bank is an organization where you will be facing a lot of criticism. Sometime there will be some auto debit for the credit card services, for the ATM services, for the passbook services, but the customer will come to you and the customer will start shouting on you by saying this, that you are thief, you are the one who is taking his money. And you are very clear that this is something which is automatically deducting because he is using this kind of services, but still you will not be able to understand him. The reason is because right now customer is unable to understand, because customer is not that much educated. But now the situation is you'll have to handle the criticism, so they will be asking these kind of questions. So here they are evaluating the personality or the candidate, that whether the candidate is suitable for the job profile or not. And the last one will be communication plus confidence. Communication plus confidence are the key factor for success. As I mentioned, you will give them the answer, but your communication and confidence matters a lot. So make sure to practice communication skills as much as you can. Give me a Y in the chat section. Y means you are giving me yes confirmation that you are able to understand. Write Y if you are able to understand this interview formula. Then we'll talk about next. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So everyone is able to understand, and if you are having any kind of doubt, you can ask it right now. Okay, done. When will the English medium interview classes start? Okay, English medium classes for interviews already started. This is the very first session, and daily you will be having one session for the interview classes. Bilingual student as well as English medium student. So English medium course is started from today only. So this is the first class, and tomorrow will be the second class. This first class is going on YouTube, and from second class onward we will shift on the application. So those who will buy, again I will not say that buying course is compulsory, but yes, we will make sure that if you are buying our course, so we will be giving you our best. Our team will be there to guide you about the HR round, about the English communication, about the communication mastery, about the technical round, about current affairs, about banking awareness, and about mock interview. Everything we will do. An English medium course will cost you rupees 249 only, but I'm not here to promote the course, but I am here to tell you what is an interview exactly and how you can prepare yourself, right? So let's move forward. How can I join offline interview session in Chandigarh? You can come to Chandigarh directly. We are sitting here. Anytime you can visit our office. Or what I will do, don't ask these kind of questions from me. If I am appearing in front of you for 1 hour, so try to make it more useful. So in the end of this session, I'll be giving you my helpline number. So just call them. They will be giving you all information. You can join online course, offline classes, whatever you want to do. Every facility is available, bilingual or English medium. But don't ask that kind of question right now. In the end, we can discuss, or on helpline number you can discuss. Let's move forward. So we have we have talked about the interview and interview formula. Now next talk about the interview process overview. So when you will appear in the interview, so what they will ask you, first of all, there will be DV. Document verification will be done twice. One document verification will be done before the interview, and then you will if you will qualify the exam. So when particular bank is calling you, again bank will call you for the document verification. So that document verification, which is the second one, is not important right now, but this document verification is very important, because when students are appearing in the interview, so sometimes they don't have a single document, or they have they have misplaced some document. So they will ask, you don't have this mark sheet, and immediately student will be in panic, है ना? And that panic situation will decrease your confidence and will ruin everything. So make sure to arrange all the document immediately. And what kind of document required, I will let you know. Even on Telegram channel, which is Agri Coaching Chandigarh, I have shared the list of document. Even I have mentioned everything in the detail. So check that message and arrange your documents immediately. Don't wait for it, because your interviews will start in next 10 to 20 days, in between 10 to 20 days. So don't wait for the interview date, just start, get ready with all your documents. So first stage will be document verification. Second will be your personal interview. Personal interview means they will be asking you a question. So in personal interview, there will be a technical round. Technical round means where they will ask you question related to agriculture, related to current affairs. Then second will be HR round. HR round, they will ask you some situation based question, or some question related to job profile, or they will ask you where do you see yourself after 5 years. The next round will be related to your banking awareness. They will ask you a question that what is the meaning of check, what is draft, what is overdraft facility, what do you understand by nostro vostro account. So these kind of questions they can ask. And one part can be your personal introduction, right? Personal introduction, nowadays this personal round is not that much important, because candidates are more, they have almost more. I'm not sure about the number of selected students, but comparatively their number is comparatively more, because vacancies increased. So in personal round, introduction is something from where they start the interview. But I think because of more number of candidates, they will not ask you introduction, but still you should prepare for your introduction, because introduction is the very first step of the interview. So maybe they can ask for the introduction. Secondly, even if they are not going to ask the introduction, but introduction is something where you can improve your communication skills. From today, if you start preparing your interview introduction, so you will be practicing your communication. My name is Deepak Kumar. I am from, I'm not speaking good. My name is Deepak Kumar. I am from Srinagar, Rajasthan. I'm not speaking good. So in this way, you will improve your communication. So start preparing introduction from today. Okay. So your interview will be divided into technical round, HR round, banking awareness, and then personal round. And after your interview, obviously final score will be calculated based on your performance. 80 marks will be given for the mains and 20 will be given for the interview. So out of 100, you will be having the cutoff, and if you will able to qualify the cutoff, you will become an IBPS AFO officer, and you will start taking your salary. This salary will give you motivation right now, because pay commission doesn't have any impact on the banking salary. But if next pay commission will come, so automatically bank will also increase the salary of the employee. So IBPS AFO will receive almost 65,000 per month. So if you will qualify this exam this year, you will start receiving 65,000 per month from first month onward, and after 3 years you will reach around 1 lakh per month. So work hard for this salary, work hard for this designation, work hard for your dream, and work hard for your parents' expectations. Next, talk about the interview, or talk about the documents, required documents for the interview. So you need an interview call letter, which is very important. Second is IBPS AFO application form. If you are not having the printout of application form, you don't need to worry, right? Because what is happening after time, a link will appear on the IBPS website where they will give you the option to download your application form once again. So don't worry about the application form, it will appear on the IBPS AFO website. Interview call letter, they'll be giving you interview call letter as well. Then your document related to education, your degree, mark sheet, 10th, 12th, graduation, masters, if it is mentioned in the form, everything should be there in the proper sequence. If you need any assistance that how to arrange the document in the file, we will be guiding you about it. Next one, ID proof. So ID proof can be Aadhaar card, PAN card, passport, but major ID card which we are using nowadays is Aadhaar card. So any one ID proof. The next is caste certificate. If you are appearing in the EWS category, PWD category, or if you are OBC, SC, ST, so caste certificate is compulsory. If you are working somewhere, so work experience is compulsory. Even if you are working somewhere, then NOC, no objection certificate is also compulsory, and passport size photograph, and make sure to have 2 photocopy of all the document. They will ask you for the 1 photocopy only, but for emergency purpose, you should have 2 photocopy of the documents. Okay, so we are talking about the interview document. Now, next talk about the interview question. What kind of question they can ask? Before I move forward, मैं हिमांशु मीना का आंसर करना चाहूंगा. हिमांशु मीना जी, मेरा नाम दीपक कुमार है. मैं राजस्थान के छोटे से जिले या बड़े से जिले गंगानगर से गंगानगर का निवासी हूं, और मुझे बहुत अच्छे से हिंदी बोलना भी आता है. और जब मैं YouTube पे पढ़ाता हूं तो मैं हिंदी भाषा के अंदर अच्छे से अध्ययन करवा सकता हूं. लेकिन ये जो मेरी कक्षा इस टाइम पे चल रही है, इस कक्षा का नाम है इंग्लिश मीडियम. तो यहाँ पे मुझे उन बच्चों को पढ़ाना है जो बच्चे अंग्रेजी भाषा का प्रयोग करते हैं. तो मैं हिंदी के अंदर पढ़ाता हूं और पढ़ाता रहूंगा, लेकिन आप हिंदी वाले बच्चे अभी के लिए इस सेशन को इग्नोर कर सकते हैं और मेरी अगली क्लास के अंदर आइएगा, जहां मैं हिंदी भाषा के अंदर आपसे सारी बातें करूंगा और पूरी हिंदी बोलूंगा. आप तो हिंदी को भी अंग्रेजी के शब्दों से लिख रहे हैं, मैं हिंदी में ही लिखता हूं, अंग्रेजी में नहीं लिखता आपके तरह, क्योंकि मैं भारत का बंदा हूं, भारतवासी हूं, हिंदी है हम, वतन है हिंदुस्तान हमारा, और गर्व है हमें इस हिंदी भाषा पे. लेकिन जो बच्चा नहीं समझ पा रहा, उसके लिए मुझे अंग्रेजी भाषा का प्रयोग करना पड़ता है. ठीक है हिमांशु मीना जी? तो इंग्लिश क्लास में चलते हुए ऐसे मत लिखा कीजिए, बिकॉज हिंदी वाले बच्चे बहुत अच्छे बच्चे होते हैं. Okay guys, coming back to the point, I was speaking Hindi because there was a guy who was asking about the Hindi classes, so I'll have to speak in Hindi. Coming back to the point, common interview question. First of all, personal question. In HR round, one is personal question, second is situation based question. What kind of situation based question they can ask, I will let you know. Even in mock interviews, we'll be asking you so many questions related to a particular situation. First of all, in personal question, this one is the very first question. As I mentioned, that number of candidates are more, so maybe they will not ask you about the introduction, but you will have to prepare it. So when we are talking about the personal questions, so the very first and very important question will be, tell us about yourself. Second can be, why do you want to join the banking sector? Now, this question is straightforward going into the HR round. HR means human resource. Person from human resource will simply justify your survival or your stability in the banking sector or in that particular bank. Because HR person is there just to ensure that what kind of career goal you have. If you are thinking like you are willing to join the NABARD or you are willing to join some other organization, they will deduct your marks because you are not a stable person. So why they ask this kind of question? Where do you see yourself after 5 years, or why do you want to join banking sector? They just want to check you from inside, that what you are thinking about the job, what do you think about the future. So if you become a stable person in the banking industry, they will hire you, otherwise they will reject you. Why should we select you for AFO? Here you will have to tell them about your qualities which makes you different from other. I will let you know what kind of answer here you can give, but yes, this question can be asked, why we should select you for AFO, or what are your strength and weakness. So here they want to know your strength and weakness. Again, let me give you a perfect or classical example for this. If they will ask you, let me give you a situation. Suppose you all are my interviewer right now, and I am the one who is standing in front of you. You want to hire me for the teaching post. And when I come in front of you, so you asked me, what are your strengths? So what I said? In strength, I said, sir, I am a good writer. You want to hire me as a teacher, not for content purpose. So I said, sir, I'm a good writer. And in weakness, sir, I don't have good communication skills. So guys, tell me in the chat section, are you going to hire me if I have mentioned this, sir, I am little bit weak in communication, but sir, I am a good writer. Are you going to hire me for the teaching post? Yes or no? Right. You will not hire me, right? Reason is because for teaching post, you need good communication skills. And I am the one who's saying I'm weak in communication. Okay, let's say in the situation. I said, if you ask me that, tell me your strength and weakness, I said, sir, I have good communication skills, right? So I said, I have good communication skill. And about weakness, sir, my handwriting is not good. And I'm telling you the truth. My writing is not good, but I am good in teaching. Not saying I am good, but yes, as for the feedback, I can teach you well. So if I'll be saying, sir, my communication skills are good, but my writing is not good. Now tell me, are you going to hire me? Yes or no? ठीक है जय झा, but I hope so now you will change your mind, because I am the one who is having good communication skills, right? Okay, now you guys are saying yes, you will hire me. Guys, coming back to the point, when they will ask you this question, so what you need to tell them, you will be telling them those strengths which are related to job profile, and you will be telling them those weaknesses which are not related to job profile. Like in weakness, if they will ask you what are your weakness, and you will say, sir, I cannot start my day without dosa. So if you want to have sambar dosa, so there is no issue with the banking industry. Okay, have dosa, but this is your weakness. And I am from southern part of India, and we cannot start our day without dosa. People from North India, they will say, sir, I cannot start my day without tea. Yes, in North India, I'm not sure about the South India, but in North India, we people used to take a lot of tea before the class. I'm getting ready for the class, I should take tea. After the class, I'm feeling a little bit tired, I need tea. After waking up in the morning, we need tea, and before sleeping, I think I should take tea to have good sleep. So we are taking tea all the time. So tea is our weakness, right? So you can tell them those weaknesses which are not related to your job profile, but you can tell them the strength which are directly relevant to your job profile. So in personal question, they can ask you about interview, but introduction, as I mentioned, they will not ask introduction for everyone, but 20 to 30% candidate will be having this question. So your introduction, then why do you want to join banking sector? Where do you see yourself after 5 years? Why we should select you? What are your weakness or strength? Or in situation based question, they can ask you, how will you handle a difficult farmer or customer, the one who is getting angry, the one who is not accepting your term and condition? How will you handle that farmer? So we'll be giving you answer for these questions. What will you do if farmer refuses to take loan? Because bank will give you target, branch will give you target, that this month target is 3 crore, 5 crore, 1 crore, 2 crore, right? So bank will be giving you target, but customer are refusing to take loan. So how you will convince them to take the loan? Or how will you promote agriculture scheme in the rural area? Or how you will decrease the NPA in the banking sector? Or how will you handle the frustrated customer in the bank? Or how you will deal with the criticism? So these are the questions where they can ask you, or where they can give you a situation, and based on situation there will be a different answer. So how you can answer them, we will let you know, but these can be the situation based question. Okay, next one, technical question. In technical question, first technical question is related to agriculture. So related to agriculture, they can ask you what kind of crops you are growing in your area, what kind of variety you are growing there, or they can ask you where you are selling your products, or from where you can irrigating your crops, is it tube well, canal, or something else. Or they can ask about the relevant question related to your area. So they can ask you about the crop production or protection, they can ask you about the soil science or fertilizer, agri scheme, they can ask dairy, poultry, fisheries, they can ask rural credit and rural processing, they can ask for agriculture economics and marketing practices, they can ask any question from you, but that will be related to practical scenario, or that will be related to your area. So from today you can start with collecting information about your area, that what is the population of your district, what is the literacy rate, what are the major crops there, what are the variety of those crops farmers are growing, where they are selling the crop, how much they are earning, what is the situation of farmers in your area, what kind of problem they are facing, how you can improve the agriculture sector. So these are something which can be asked in the interview, and you can prepare the answer, or leave it up to us, we will be giving you the answer. Next one can be banking and current affairs. In current affairs, definitely this time in IBPS AFO, they will ask you a question about the budget, because recently budget was released, and 101% they will ask you a question from the budget. So from banking and current affairs, like budget can be the part of current affairs, and in case of banking, they can ask you role of AFO in the bank. as I said, job profile. So in next section or in next session, we will be discussing about the job profile as well. So they can ask you what are the role of AFO in bank, or what is the job profile of agriculture field officer. Or they can ask you about the latest government scheme for the farmers, that what are the government scheme which are getting implemented through the banks and helping the farmers, like KCC, Kisan credit card, or maybe ISS interest subvention scheme, maybe Mudra loan can be there, or some PSL priority sector lending should be there, can be there. So these kind of questions they can ask. Priority sector lending or NABARD function, then current affairs in agriculture and banking, budget 24-25 agriculture provision. We will be having a separate session for budget, and they can ask you about the Kisan credit card, because recently limits from 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs. Any earlier limit was 3 lakhs, now they have increased the limit to 5 lakhs. Even yesterday, RBI has changed its monetary policy as well. So this is very, very, very important, and not that much very. This is very important that you should know why government has decreased the taxation rate, why they have increased the taxation limits, why RBI is revising its monetary policy, or why Kisan credit card is offering more loan. Because right now economy is in danger, inflation is getting increased, people are not having sufficient money to spend, so they want to give customer, or they want to give more money to the people. And this is not happening in India, this is something which is happening all over the world. So every country in the world, they are reducing their tax norms, or they are changing their monetary policy. So this time in interview, this will have a very big discussion, because the monetary policy I'm talking about, RBI, tell me the name of that monetary policy which is changed yesterday only, but that monetary policy has changed after 5 years. In corona time, that was the emergency time, they have changed the policy rate, and yesterday again they have changed the policy rate. It was more than 6, and now it is something else. Do you know what was that policy? You guys have qualified the means examination, so I hope so you are someone who is preparing for the current affairs, or who is reading newspaper on daily basis. And if you are reading newspaper, yes, of course, who is there? It is Nikita, and after that some other students are there, of course. Yes, it was 6.5, but now the repo rate is 6.25. So after 5 years, they have changed the repo rate. So they have decreased the repo rate to infuse more liquidity in the market. So we'll be discussing about all these terms, but this time for interview, this will be very, very important. And if you have this kind of knowledge, that if they're reducing the repo, increasing the repo, decreasing the taxation rate, increasing the KCC limit, so these kind of government action will have what kind of impact on the economy? 101%. You will be giving an impressive interview in the front of interviewer. Because if someone is knowing about the economy, that decreasing the taxation rate or increasing the limit on KCC can give more influence to the liquidity in the market, and if liquidity is more in the market, customer will be having more spendings. And because of spending, what will be the impact of economy? I will let you know. But if you have this much of understanding, you will secure more than 17 marks in interview. Coming back to the point, banking and current affairs question, and then mock interview tips. Before I move forward for the mock interview tips, here I told you about the list of documents. Then we discuss about the common interview question, that what can be the personal question, what can be the situation based question, what they can ask from the technical round, or what kind of question they can ask about the banking or current affairs. Before I move forward, again I need a confirmation in the chat section. Are you able to understand till now, or now are you clear that what kind of question they can ask in the interview, and what can be the different round in the interview, what are the document required, and what is interview? Up to this, if you are clear, so now it is clear to you that I can start the preparation from today, and what kind of practice you should do from today. It is practicing introduction, improving communication skills, and collecting the data related to your local area. In the second session, when we will start on the application in a paid course, so daily basis we will be giving you assignment, and we will be evaluating your assignment as well. So we'll be giving you feedback that this much can be done or this can be avoided. So everything we will do in your application or in your personal group. Okay, moving forward. Till now everyone is clear. So next one, here we are talking about the mock interview tips. So in mock interview, what are the mock interview tips? If this is a normal session, if this is a class, so I will also wear casual t-shirt or something like that. But it was interview class, so I prefer to wear a formal attire. Why formal attire? Because this is an interview session. So when you will appear in the interview, you should dress perfectly and professionally and be confident. And if you want to be professional in front of them, start wearing formals from today, not the new one, simply the old one which you are having, but start wearing formals. When we will ask you to send the introduction video, wear formals and send the introduction video. Because if you wear the formals, so that means you are having the same kind of practice which will be the situation in the final interview round. Like when people or army soldiers are fighting in the Kargil war means that was in the hilly area, extreme slopy land. If the soldier will say that we want to do practice in the plain area, but anyhow sir, we will manage fighting in the slopy area, so they will not be able to fight the war. Reason is they are not practicing in the same scenario. Same goes to you. If you want to qualify the interview, first of all, tell yourself that you are an officer now. I know you are not the officer right now. Final result is yet to be declared. But give yourself this affirmation that you are the officer right now. You are simply practicing the interview. You need to impress the interviewer. You will look formal, you will dress professional, and you will answer in the very professional manner. So start asking or start giving affirmation to yourself that you are an officer. So in the interview, dress professionally and be confident. Maintain eye contact. See, maintaining eye contact is a habit, and this habit cannot be developed within 2 to 3 days, but you need time for this. So from today, you can sit in the front of 4 or 5 person and tell them anything. Tell them that you have qualified the means examination. Now you want to go for the interview and you are trying to maintain the eye contact. So I'm just practicing. Or tell them a story, or tell them something else, but just talk to them. And after ending the conversation, ask that if everyone felt that they are connected with you. If they feel like that they were connected with you, that means you are maintaining eye contact. If someone is feeling like, yeah, you are not connected with me, you are not looking at me, so that means you don't have good eye contact. So practice eye contact from today. So second interview tip is maintain eye contact and positive body language. What is body language? Do you know? Don't worry, we will be giving you the perfect idea that what kind of body language you can have or what is the meaning of body language. Then listen carefully before you answer. This is very important. So many times this is happening in the interview when they ask the question and candidate used to ask, sorry sir, I'm unable to understand. Sorry, pardon. So if you will ask this, it will create a negative impression. So if they are going to ask in any question in the interview, first of all, make sure to have full concentration on the question. And this concentration can come if you are confident enough while appearing in the interview, right? So make sure to listen carefully, and after listening, now tell them the answer if you know the answer. If you don't know the answer, then in this scenario, be honest. Don't fake answer. Don't tell them wrong answer. Don't try to manipulate your answer, because you are not the one who can manipulate themselves, because they are having a good experience. So you cannot give them wrong answer. So make sure to tell them if you don't know the answer, or if you are 100% sure, now you can give the answer. Then prepare well on the recent agriculture trends. What kind of trends are going? We will be having separate session for this. Don't worry, we have planned almost 10 to 15 sessions before we start your interview. Every day you will be having your interview session, and in every session we will be giving you so many things. Like today's introduction session, then communication mastery will be there, then current affairs session will be there, then banking awareness session will be there, current affairs session will be there, HR round will be there. So we will be covering everything, right? So don't worry about it. And last one is practice speaking in the structured manner. Now this is something which cannot be done from our side. This can be done from your end only. Practice speaking in a structured manner, because I am the one who is a teacher. So I am trying to explain the things, but in the interview, you will be simply answering them. So you don't need to explain anything, simply answer them. That's it. So practice speaking in structured manner. These are the interview tips. That's it from my side. And I welcome your doubts if you are having any. And our interview course, which is started from today only, this was the very first class of our interview course. Our interview course will be available in the English medium as well as Hindi medium. First class was available on YouTube, and second class will be shifted to the application only. Our application is Agri Coaching Chandigarh. you can go to the application. If you want to buy the course, if you feel like that these are, or the candidate, or these person or these faculties are someone who can ensure your selection, so you can go on the application and buy our course. In our interview course, this first session is done. Now tomorrow, not tomorrow, tomorrow will be Sunday, but on Monday, you will be having a communication mastery class by the Piyush sir. Banking awareness will be covered by me. So in banking awareness, 4 to 5 session will be there, where I will be telling you each and everything in banking awareness, like what is account, what is check, what are the various type of check, what is mortgage, what is mortgage, what is NPA, what is repo, what is reverse repo, what is CRR, what is SLR, what is marginal standing facility. Everything I will be covering in these sessions. Then we'll discuss about the annual budget. Then HR round will be there, right? HR round will be there. After that, general guidance and banking awareness, communication mastery, HR round, and current affairs. Current affairs and general doubts will be taken by the Sagar sir. Then interview panel, mock interview panel. So 3 to 5 person will be there who will be conducting the interview, mock interview for different candidates. And in this course, we'll be offering you 1 mock interview per student. But yes, this will be extendable. By paying extra, you can have more mock interview. But in this mock interview, or in this interview course, which will cost you only 249 rupees for English medium student. So here we will be giving you 10 to 15 guidance session, and after that 1 mock interview will be there. But our course will be focused on your selection in a structured manner. And obviously, you know about Agri Coaching Chandigarh. We are someone who is giving result oriented preparation. So we will never disappoint you. If you will have any kind of doubt while watching this session, the recorded form, so you can call our helpline number for any help if you need. But if you're having any doubt right now, I am standing in front of you live, so you can ask the questions. Okay, how many mock interview will be held in the paid English medium batch? As I mentioned, mock interview will be more than 500, because we have 422 English medium student qualified for the mains from our offline classes, and again we have so many students from the online classes as well. So every student will be having 1 mock interview. So in this course, you can have 1 mock interview, but this is extendable. By paying extra, you can have another mock interview as well. Otherwise, 1 will be there. But before that 1 mock interview, we'll be giving you almost 15 guidance session, which will be very important. If you have attended this session for last 45 minutes, you will understand the importance of this, that in this 45 minutes, even it was the first session, so my speed was a little bit slow. So what kind of information I have delivered in the next session, what we will do, we will give you a structured manual preparation. So there I'll be talking about each and every part of the interview. Okay. Sir, as your advice after mains, I started mirror talking. Now I'm feeling, see, Jay, what is Jay writing about? He's saying, because after mains examination, immediately after the mains, I started my classes, right? So I told them, or I suggested them to sit in the front of mirror and start talking to yourself only. And someone is saying, I feel much confident and my communication way is slightly better. And same is happening with me. Do you know? I'm not the one who is good in English communication. But when I start teaching to the English medium student, I feel very confident. From last 2-3 months, there was no English medium class, so I was a little bit nervous before coming to this session. But now after 45 minutes, now I'm 100% sure that in the next session, I'll be delivering my 100%. So if you will practice, you will gain confidence. If you have confidence, you will answer in the perfect way. And if you answer in the perfect way, you will have maximum marks in the interview. And if you have maximum marks in the interview, you will be having final selection. So that means your selection is starting from practicing communication skills. Okay. Coat and tie is mandatory? No, not at all. Coat and tie is not at all. It's not mandatory. Sir, dress code. Okay, dress code is something you can wear dark color trouser or light color shirt, but I'll be giving you the combination which you can wear according to your color tone, because some people are white, some are like me in between, or some people are black. That doesn't matter. But according to color, you can choose different dress codes. So in not in next session, everything cannot be covered in next session. But yes, in upcoming session, I'll be giving you 3 different options. According to your color tone, you can select the color, that what kind of shirt or pant you will wear. I'll be giving you the suggestion with the photos. जो लोग तोतला है सर, आवाज सही से आती नहीं है, वो लोग का कुछ बता दीजिए, इंट्रोवर्ट एज वेल. See, इफ यू आर हैविंग दिस प्रॉब्लम, सो इसका कोई इंटरव्यू पे इंपैक्ट नहीं होगा, बस प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, इंटरव्यू पे इसका इंपैक्ट नहीं होगा, बेस्ड ऑन योर वर्ड्स आपके नंबर डिडक्ट नहीं होंगे. Coat and tie is not mandatory. I purchased the interview guidance program yesterday. All these classes will be the part of that course. Yes, Nikita, 101%. Yes, everything will be the part of that course only. And as I mentioned, this was the first class. This is why I delivered it on the YouTube to spread the awareness. But from tomorrow, you will be having the live class link in your interview course only. And that class will go on in the application only. It will not be available to everyone, but yes, to those who have taken the course. So you will be getting everything, and not just these classes, not just mock interview. We'll give you live classes, recorded classes, mock interview, as well as study material will be there. Everything we will be giving you. We wanted to make sure that you are having highest marks, because if you will qualify the exam, we will be having a bright career. So our career start with your selection. So we will do everything, whatever required for your selection, but promise yourself that you will also do everything which is important for your selection, right? So I am promising you that I will give my 101% in next 15, 20 or 25 days, whatever remaining for the interview, but promise yourself that you will also give that much efforts. Okay. Okay, sir, will you provide us main current affairs? Of course, yes. Of course, yes. I already answered this question. We will provide you each and everything. So don't worry about it. Everything will be provided. Current affairs, study material, live classes, doubt session. After that, your mock interview, and even there will be a separate group for you guys where you can ask your doubts anytime, and where you can share your assignment. Based on shared assignment, we will be giving you personalized feedback as well. So as I mentioned, there will be only one mock interview, but before you appear in that one mock interview, we want to see the perfect version of you. So we will make sure that before you come in front of us for the mock interview, we will ensure that everything has been covered. Now this guy is 100% ready. Ask her or call her for the interview, or call him for the interview. Clean beard, obviously, yes, this is required, sir. As I mentioned, I used to wear sweater or casual every day nowadays, but today I wear something like this because it was interview and you can see my face. Obviously, this is compulsory. If your religion does not allow you, or if your religion says to have beard, then it is fine. Otherwise, those guys like Hindu or maybe other culture where having clean shave is required or having clean shave is okay, so you should have clean shave. Can I come to Chandigarh for offline interview? Obviously, 101% yes. Online course, bilingual as well as English medium. So in the evening, I will also announce the timing and starting of the offline mock interview as well. Don't worry, we will call you for the offline interview as well. Okay. Alone girl, is there any problem with the round spectacles in application form? Photograph was with the round spectacle. In application form, photograph was with the round spectacles. No, there is no issue. Round spectacles or maybe some other shape spectacles are not any issue. But yeah, next time whenever you're clicking a photograph, so try to click without the specs. If it is not clear, otherwise specs is not at all any issue. You're not going in the army or some other profession where eyesight is very important. So that's fine, no worries. You just prepare for the interview. Okay, how to purchase the interview course? Is it indicated in 1 year package which I already bought? Acha, sorry, I'm really sorry. I forgot to mention something. This interview course is free of cost for those who have taken our IBPS AFO full course. So if you were having the IBPS AFO course, you don't need to buy it separately. It will be available within your course only. But those who are not the part of Agri Coaching Chandigarh, they will have to buy this course. Otherwise, if you have taken our bilingual course or you have taken our English medium course, this will be free of cost for you. But those who have taken English medium, then English medium interview course will be there. If you have taken bilingual course, then bilingual interview course will be there. Right, guys? Okay. सर मैंने इंटरव्यू कोर्स ले लिया है एमबीबीएस है, उसके लिए सब आ जाएगा? हाँ जी स्वराज पर जी सब कुछ आएगा, चिंता ना करें. एवरीथिंग विल बी कवर्ड. एज आई मेंशन्ड ऑलरेडी, एवरीथिंग विल बी कवर्ड एंड आई थिंक आई हैव आंसर्ड ऑल द क्वेरी. लास्ट मोर वन क्वेरी इज देयर. Interview course will be available for FCA course as well. Not at all. Make sure to listen properly. In the interview session also, I give you this suggestion when you are appearing in the interview. So make sure God has gifted you 2 years. listen everything properly. As I mentioned, those who have taken our IBPS AFO course, maybe to the English medium or bilingual, interview course will be free of them. That's it. I have not mentioned about the FCI. If you have taken our FCI course, that means you are the part of FCI. If there is any guidance related to FCI, that will be the part of your course, but FCI student cannot avail the interview course free of cost. You can buy it, and this is just cost 249, or bilingual course will cost you 299. That's it. And I don't think so 300 is a much amount to ensure your selection, sir. It is very high fee or like that, you know? So buy course anytime it is available in the application. I have answered all your query, and I hope this session was useful for you. Now I will come in front of you in the second session, or Piyush sir will come in front of you in the second session. Till then, take care, bye bye, and make sure to practice your communication skills. Have a good day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.